Morning Glory with Mary Upton and friends.
Come on, get up, get out, and get moving. Come on, get up, get out, and let's do it. Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Trooping around to the sound of music.
Good morning สวัสดีค่ะ
I'll tell you what, it's the penultimate show of this first season 1.
Yes.
Right, this is Morning Glory, the last but one show before we take a little break for the summer recess. They call it
We're
summer
gonna
here in
miss you.
Thailand. You're not going to miss me. I'll still be here on the radio.
I'm talking about my listeners.
Your watchers,
And viewers.
your viewers. There you go.
Watchers.
You're going to miss your viewers.
Yeah.
You won't have to put all that makeup on the first thing in the morning, will you?
Yeah, my face gonna be beautifully a natural look and
We have got such a packed show. We've got to try and get as much in
Yeah.
before the end of the week. We've got the big birthday bash tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Oh, damn, I
yes.
told everybody again. I said I wasn't going to mention it. But I do want everybody to come
it's
down.
my fault for not stopping him.
Yeah,
He
it
asked
was
me-
your fault.
He
It's always
begged me
your
to
fault.
stop him not to tell anybody.
So tomorrow we're going to have a bit of fun tomorrow, aren't we?
Right,
We've got the traffic report song.
Traffic report song.
And we'll have Ringo Bingo.
Yes.
And we've got Darren from Key Visa who's going to be coming on.
Yes.
I should be telling you this at the end of the show, not the beginning. While we get on this show,
Yeah.
we have Rick from
Yeah.
Patio Sports Club. He's telling us about his bikes that he was giving away for kids.
Children.
That was before. That is his old. So that's a former character.
Oh.
He's in real character this time.
Right.
We've got Derek Kane. Impression.
All right. I'm Barry. I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna talk about St. Patrick's Day.
There you go. He's talking about that's Rosie's Thai Irish. That's Tyrish.
Irish.
And also we've got Lauren who's going to be coming on. She's one of our newsreaders here at Patio People. You hear her dulcet tones every day on the radio. She's going to be talking about Democrats abroad. So
Yeah.
a packed and interesting program.
Yep.
This is Morning Glory, everybody.
Yes.
Good morning.
Inside News, detailing the stories behind the headlines. Inside News.
Nice news. Now, Rose,
Talk of the town.
What is the talk of the town?
Well, about the Four Seasons Hotel, they said our woman Prime Minister sneaked out from the House of the Representative meeting or
Yeah.
the debate to go to have the private and secret meeting with one big investor.
Yeah.
And they accuse her for trying to get scam the money from the tax of the people to try to help the investor or give them the information about the flood land that they're about to buy the
right.
land,
Yeah.
about to repossess the land from the people, so they're gonna make the big pond to hold the water.
It's all about the money.
And it's gonna drive me crazy.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and also there's some other things going on, isn't there, in Parliament at the moment about the balancing of the power.
Oh yeah, power. Opposition try to say that, hey, government right now, they do everything to just bring one man home. But the government said, no, we all do everything for the Thai people. So we never try to help anybody who used to be ex-prime or former prime minister or anything. So it's just talk of the town.
Yeah.
And you will never know what is the truth behind everything. But we have to share it every day.
It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you're never going to know the exact
Yes,
truth, are you,
yes.
really? I'll tell you what, I'd just like to make a quick talk about a guy who's just passed away in England, a guy called Frank Carson. A lot of
Yeah.
expats will know, especially British expats and Irish and Scottish and Welsh, they will know about Frank Carson. He's one of the greatest comedians
All
we've
right.
ever had. And I say great, it's not just because he's died, not trying to big him up in any way. He really was fantastic. He was really funny. Very
Right.
funny guy. He's a bit like Derek Kane. He talked about an Irish accent like this,
right, okay.
But he was a constant barrage of jokes, right? He would just joke and joke and joke, and you had to stop him. That's how funny he was.
That's
he
funny already.
He brought a smile to everybody's face. And I did a gig with him once in, it was a Royal Command performance
Right.
in Newcastle. And I just remember this gig really, really well because he was on the bill with us.
Right.
And backstage, right, all he did all day was go around going, 2 boiled eggs. Like this, right? 2 boiled eggs. Just do that all day. It gets funnier and funnier, right? So we were like in hysterics, and the more he did it, the funnier it got, right? And then it didn't stop there because we did the show,
Right.
And then afterwards, back at the hotel, we had a few drinks, and he didn't stop. He was as funny off stage as he was on. He was a real natural and a comic genius. And it's great when it's not an act. And he always used to say the joke when people used to laugh. He goes, "It's the way I tell them."
It's in his nature.
It was definitely in his nature.
How old when he died?
I think he was in his 70s or something like that. You know, maybe
lived a
even
long
a bit older. He's
life.
he lived a long
Yeah.
life. But I worked with him not so long ago as well,
Right.
back there in the UK, and he was still on form. He just came on stage to do 15 minutes in the middle of a show, right? He stopped us in the middle of the show. He was doing,
Right.
funny enough, a show upstairs.
Yeah.
And he recognised me. He came over and he said hello. He says, "Can I go up and do 15 minutes?" I said, "Of course you can, you know."
Yes.
And he went on for we just stood there while he did, and eventually we had to pull him off. He says, "You want to do another song, don't you?" You know, he was just so funny, the guy, and I just want to big him up. Frank Carson, if you've never seen him, look him up on the internet. I'm sure there'll be some YouTube stuff of him somewhere, and he is very funny. He will be sadly missed. Right, here's a guy who will be sadly missed.
A person like that, yeah, not only talk crap all the time.
There you go. Someone else who's missing is NASA Kennedy Space Center. Right, NASA, they're missing finance at the moment, you see.
Oh, that's missing.
Yeah, they don't have any finance.
Not a person. The finance missing.
You know that great big NASA building in Florida
yeah.
where the rockets come out of it?
Uh-huh.
They're starting to lease parts of it out.
Oh, right.
And just imagine if you want to have an office block and you've got it at that Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah, because not many people are gonna be interested to invest into going to the sky,
No.
the other planet.
Well, the cash-strapped US Space Agency, they're unable to maintain much of its base at Cape Canaveral, so rather than let it slide into ruin, they decided to let out some of its famous hangars, you see.
Right.
And I always remember the first time I saw that when I went to Florida, and I was like in awe.
Yeah.
Because you could go up right close to it, you know, one of the tours that take you. And I just remember seeing all them space launches, and it went from when I was a kid.
Right.
And just looking at it, it's just an amazing sight.
Can I lease one of the spaceship?
You want a spaceship, do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold a big concert on the spaceship.
You've got to be careful, you know, when you're flying. I just found out that nearly half of all pilots have admitted that they've fallen asleep at the controls at some point or other. That doesn't give you a lot of confidence, does it?
No. But at least in the spaceship, I have monkey driver.
You can get a monkey driver, that's true, yes.
Not on the airplane.
And in a plane, it's usually flying itself anyway.
Yes.
The pilot doesn't need to be there.
Right.
So there you go. Just for anybody who might be flying, you know, just give
Monkey
you a bit more
pilot,
confidence.
monkey driver.
Yeah, don't worry, it's okay. Flying is still the safest form of travel, I do believe.
Right.
Okay, coming up, we've got Lauren Davidson.
Sweets for my sweet.
Okay, Morning Glory is very proud to have with us one of our very own staff. This is Lauren Davidson, who's one of the dulcet tones are on it every day, or nearly every day, reading the news. So you'll recognise the voice and you can see the face, the lovely face that goes with it. And Bobby Brooks as well. And they're both from Democrats Abroad. Tell us about Democrats Abroad and how did it come to be and why?
We started Democrats Abroad Thailand Eastern Seaboard. Our group is the Eastern Seaboard group.
Yeah.
In 08 to, hopefully get a few more votes out for Obama, which I think we did.
Right.
And so now we have another election here in 12, and there is a primary, even though we know Obama's going to be, the Democratic nominee for sure.
Okay.
There actually are delegates going to the Democratic Convention from the Democrats Abroad group. We amount to a 51st state.
Right. And how many people are there worldwide in this Democrats Abroad? Roughly.
I actually don't have that number, but it's many thousands.
Right.
I don't.
So can they make a difference?
Yeah, we did. We made a bit of a difference last time around.
Right.
And it's sometimes these swing vote, the overseas votes can make a difference when they count. If there's they have to count all the votes that somebody questions the election results, and they go and they count every vote, including the abroad votes.
Right, okay.
And one thing I want to emphasize for everyone out there, Democrat or Republican, is you have to vote via registration this year. You have to if you're abroad, you have to go to a website like www.votefromabroad.org. I got on the T-shirt here.
Hey, I like this Thai T-shirt here. There's a Thai one here. Look at this one. How about that? It says, what does that say in Thai?
I hope.
What's this say? Vote for or Thailand or Thailand for
says
Obama?
Obama.
No, it says Obama 08.
Okay. Hey, so you've got all your posters and stuff. Do you think it really makes a difference?
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the question.
Or
that
is it a way of you just getting involved in it?
Well, I want to be involved. I think it's very important if you have a democracy to participate.
Okay,
I really do.
That's the key thing,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
I do.
Bobby, let's swing the microphone over to you, right?
Sure.
How do you think Obama has fared over the last few years?
Well, you got to understand what he was handed was a very large ball of string, yarn, as
Yeah.
we say 100, 200 feet tall.
Yeah.
That was not the easy thing to get that yarn back down to what it should have been when the Republicans first took office after Clinton.
And a lot of people forget that, don't they? The
They
fact
do.
that
They really do.
You're actually inheriting
Yeah.
problems.
You're exactly, and you can't just solve those problems in 1 or 2 years. It's an ongoing process, and you can't just say, okay, overnight fix the problems. I think he's making fairly good progress. There's a lot of people out there that want, they think that the president is a microwavable person, and that he can get things done in 2 minutes, like
Right.
pizza or what have you.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
not that way.
Yeah.
It's a long process. Next year, or this year, excuse me, it's a very important election, not only for the president, but for all the House, all the Senate in the federal government. All their seats are up.
Yeah.
All the seats are up in the state.
Right.
Every state has a senator and a House representative. All their seats are up. So you'll see a lot of changes, and what people are pushing for their own particular party is to keep their members in their seats, because those members of Congress actually help, for example, vote from abroad.
Right.
They're the ones who assist with that, and they're not any particular party, but that's the point that you have to understand, is that this is a very, very big election. I don't think this happens very often in our lifetime, when we have all the seats up, the presidential election and what have you.
Now, I know you're from Hawaii. What exactly do you do here in Thailand, and how will it affect you?
Well, it doesn't. I would say, well, here in Thailand, I have a property development and real estate brokerage firm, and I also work as a warden for the embassy. It's nonpartisan, of course, and
Yeah.
the thing is that my job is to assist American citizens here in Chonburi and help them
Okay.
and get them the right information, and not just
What you hear in the media.
here. Well, I think the media is pretty good about ensuring that the information. We have an outreach program next week where people don't have to go to the embassy to get things done. They can just come to the Dusit and get it done on the 29th
Right.
without having to go all the way up to Bangkok. Ask for renewal.
And you have regular emails, don't you? You got to
Yes.
to all your members.
I think you guys are on my email list, so
I've seen many of them.
all right.
Lauren, yeah.
All right, good.
So I know how active you are. And I don't know exactly whether you need to do too much, because, the general feeling is that the Democrats are going to win anyway, aren't they? What do you think, Lauren?
Well,